Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am in the process of mowing my yard. This should get us a decent amount of product. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you can see from the last time I mowed that I may or may not have been drifting off slightly. But took the day off and now it's the middle of October. And so the mowing is going. Mowing is going good. This thing mows pretty quick. Actually, in real life, this would be pretty intense to be mowing at this speed. It would be kind of like good for big fields like this, though, and if you have GPS especially. I'm going to run out of field here. So, it's been going pretty good. Love the Macdon. I forget who it was. One of my viewers was telling me that they saw one of these in operation. Like in the field in real life, and I thought that was pretty cool to see one. I've never seen one working. Never seen a real windrower anywhere. I've seen them parked, like at dealerships, but I've never seen one in actual functional mowing. So it'd be cool to see one of these working. I know in the U.S. the really big hay farmers do it. They use these. But I'm not sure about nothing in our area. Though they must, because the dealerships had them for sale, which means somebody's buying them. So the great news is we finally got cable installed. For those of you that want to be on my streams, I still got to figure out a schedule, but starting next week we will be streaming again. The link to my channel is in the description. I'll have to give you a better job of what the schedule is going to be, but I would assume I'll be doing it, 3 or 4 days a week, just depending. Definitely Tuesday night we'll be back to SnowRunner. And then I'm thinking maybe like a Friday and Sunday, and maybe Wednesday or something, or Thursday, we'll see. I don't want to overdo it, because with my job, I'm pretty busy. Like, I get home in enough time to play with Eliza on the pool for a little bit, and then come in and have dinner, and then it's evening and getting ready for bed, and I got to be up. Usually we get up about 6:30, so I need to be in bed by like 10:30. So, and I'm not pushing myself late. I don't want to be tired all day. And though sometimes I do use coffee as a stimulant, it doesn't always work. So, and I don't want to overdo the coffee, because then it won't work as well anymore. But yeah, so good news is that the cable has been reinstated, and it's not fast up. It's only 25 up. Not a huge deal though, because for streaming you really only need about 10. And it's consistent 25 up, so we should be just fine streaming. And back to the glory days of no more lag, no more delayed chat. Those things should be a thing of the past. I should also be able to play some multiplayer stuff with my friends again without getting disconnected all the time. So I would imagine we could see doing some farming with RP and obviously SnowRunner with Micah and Javius. And then possibly doing some stuff with for like offbeat stuff on Schedule 1 and definitely multiplayer for Satisfactory, so we'll be getting some of those back up and running again. I think I need to reinstall See, the great stuff is, like, I've been trying to get my computer back up and running, and now that we have the internet going, like, in like a half an hour's time, I was able to update all my games and all my farm sim files. Like, it would have taken me like 2 days to do that with Starlink. So it's way faster download. Now, the upload speed, like I said, is 25. The downloads, well, my wireless card, the max that I can do is about 550. Maybe 600 if I'm really lucky, but usually it's about 400 to 500. So that's where I'm at. All right, I'm going to continue mowing this. Catch you on the other side. All right, I have completed the mow. And I guess it's hard to know. I probably will row it next and then bale it. I don't really have to row it. You probably lose material when you row. I don't know if the game simulates that or not. I think after a couple passes it does, but push this here. And I'm going to grab this guy just to pull the other trailer in. Because I don't really ever use that one unless I'm using this one, so. Plenty of space. Okay. There we go. So the MacDon, once again, just a great piece of machinery. It's nice to get it done with the Don. But I'm enjoying being able to use this because I didn't know if I would be able to get a farm like far enough advanced to be able to use one, but here we have it. There's our beautiful mowing. So next up, we're going to grab the baler. I'll use the small tractor, which is where? What did I do with the International? Oh, where could my little tractor be? Did I leave it out with the water? What the heck? I'll be back. Look what I found. Yes, it did not survive the transfer from one computer to the other. So it was just over by the water tanker. Downloading from RP's server a couple minutes later. Yes, RP has a server that we got a little surprise for you guys coming soon. Keep your eyes peeled. Something real good is coming. And mostly thanks to RP. He put some heavy time and research into it. We're going to have a lot of bales. But I think we're going to need a lot of bales, honestly. It's nice weather out. So we're tractoring. What's your price for tractor in? Wow, I never brought my cart in with my soybeans. They're just, that's interesting. It's just sat out there. Not sure what happened there. That's probably where this tractor was, honestly. Time for our Farmly monthly baling. Actually, this year it was annual. This is the only baling we did this year, so. This might be the longest I've ever spent on a farm. Slow growth. Like not using some kind of silage or something to make it grow faster. We've just been, I mean, we've even used some silage, but silage has been nerfed, which is good. It's more balanced. So you can use it now and not feel guilty. I guess I'm going left. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Skoda. Because I'm an idiot. I can't believe I did that. I'm sailing along just thinking about like, yeah, this is going to go well and blah, blah, blah in my little brain. And all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm making grass. And then it sunk in. I'm like, oh no. I've screwed it up. I've done it. Now I've done it. I've really screwed things up this time. It's okay. Silage won't hurt the cows, that's for sure. Again? Oh, you're trying to connect to the new router? It's, you know the password, right?
Yeah, I know.
What's it saying?
It's not doing it. You try it.
Give me 1 second here, folks. Alrighty then. Back to work. Time to do some tethering. So once again, the hay will be saved for the cows or the goats. The grass will get wrapped. I will probably ted this and then let it sit, and we'll wrap the bales and then we'll windrow. We'll wrap and move those bales. Which sucks because now I'm going to have to rent a wrapper. Oh well. Can they ted, the workers? Let's see if he can do it. What's he doing? He could have, but I should have had, it would have left the whole field. He's going to go around the whole field like it's the whole thing needs to be done. And that's going to take way too long. I was going to see if I could leave him to it, but, and then go pick up the, whatever I'm going to use. I'm debating whether I should get an extractor and do it that way. Maybe make them into a long silage sausage. That's what they do here in America. Silage sausages. Or in this case, haylage. All right. I'm going to have some fun. See you in a bit. Okay, we are finished with our haymaking. I'll need to windrow it, but before I do all that, let's take a look at the shop. I need to figure out. Well, first of all, oh, another one of these is on sale. I don't need another one. What I do need is to rent a baler. Let's see what we got. Not a baler, a bale wrapper. Let's see. This does up to 180, 220, 150, 180. I think I got it. I did 180 bales, so I'm going to have to do this one. Of course. Well, they're all expensive, I guess, so it's not. Ugh. $2,000 more spent. Taking us down to $17,000, but we got plenty of things in store to sell. I'm gonna run to the shop. I'll be backo. It's the X Factor. Whoops, what did I just... I hate the fact that they mapped that. Okay, so here we go back to the farm with our wrapper. X wrapper to wrapper. I do like using the X wrapper. It's cool. This is another thing that I saw at the dealership that I used to go to when I was working for Bumper to Bumper. Pretty cool stuff. They had some X tractors for sale. All right. Oops. I have to look down to press the button to get the recorder started, and that led to an accident. All right. I am going to pull this up here, and we will get it set up. Let's see, it'll drop this way. Like here. All right, now let's go ahead and turn that thing on. And let's see here. Okay. And I need this.
Oh my god.
Time for the shaffer. So in the meanwhile, our hay will be drying while our grass is turning into silage. Oh, rats. I was hoping I could get two at a time, but I can. I just have to do it other ways.
Cool it down!
Oh my god.
Good god!
I'm only recording, thanks.
Lay down!
The dogs are being naughty. Okay, so these go on the other side here. And I think once I touch it, it just automatically sucks them in. But maybe not. Maybe I have to put them in perfectly, and that's going to be a pain. There's one. There's two. The problem is I'm moving the baler or the wrapper as I'm adding these bales in. I didn't want to do that, but it's okay. I think if I move this before, I just want to make sure we're backing over a little bit. I don't want to get tangled up in the hay bales here, or the straw bales. Okay. I like the squelchy noise that it makes. It's like real, like plasticky. Like real plastic. Fresh from Kinoko oil. Alright, there we go. I know it's Conoco. Alright. Wrapping goodness. Oh, look at that. I just took it. Just nabbed it. I need to put more down. There we go. All right. Silage snake begun. Once again, I do wonder if I can wrap or net the straw all into one long snake, but I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure it takes only hay. Sweet. All right, I'm going to finish this up. I'll see you in a little bit. And it's kind of a disappointingly short snake. Oh, well. I mean, it's like 10 bales. Yeah, let's see here. Forget the button. Let's see here. Upload, unload bales. There it is. Snake. Cold hearted. Snake. Whoops. It's a silage snake. Ooh, it don't play by rules. Oh no. Alright. We're gonna grab our windrower. The sun's already trying to go down and we got work to do. How many times have I knocked this sign over? I'll make that like 12. I try not to, but no matter what you do, it's always just in the right place, right? A very small quantity of hay. Actually, by the time we make like 10 rows, it'll be quite a bit. Got about 10 rows, yeah. Off we go. All right, so we are done with the windrow section. Now I'm going to collect this hay. So once again, I kind of messed up, and I was getting sleepy, so I don't remember what I recorded and what I didn't record. But I am just so thankful for where we are now as compared to where we were even a month and a half ago. And like I said, there are still some things that we need to take care of. I've got people I got to pay money back to and stuff like that. But we are at least getting back on our feet. We're able to afford things like air conditioning and food, and we got hot showers now, and clean clothes, and that just stupid things that you wouldn't think about that become difficult when you're in a weird living situation. But it's, things are getting better, and I'm just glad to be in a much better situation than we were in. And very thankful for all the support you guys have given over the year, the last year and stuff too, because that's been big. So, all right. Sir Cameo, the Twitchenstein. There you go. Yeah, that was one of the things that I had said. I don't know if I said this on recording or not, but. Right, exactly. Like I said to my wife, we got a little kiddie pool because it's like 100 degrees here every day. So we were like, we got to do something to cool off. So we got a little kiddie pool.
Well,
but
it's 14.
it's a decent size. It was only like $100, but it's 14 foot across and like 2.5 feet deep. And so you still have to put chlorine and stuff in it. It's got a filter, and we got one of those little nets. But I was sitting out there with her. We were just floating in the sun, and I'm like, this is the first time I felt relaxed in almost a year. Like, I just feel like, I can actually breathe, So, but this is nice too to be able to come back and start streaming again, and I've got my computer back, so I've got all my games back. We'll be continuing things like My Summer Car. SnowRunner starts again this week with Micah and Javius. So, right, exactly. Just being broke all the time is a huge burden. It really does wear you out. So, right, exactly. Well, that fear of what are we going to do? Because, like, having not a good job, it's like, even if you have a job, it's like, it's still not good enough. It's almost like, what's the point, But now that we have a good job, we're able to kind of take care of some things. So, oh yes, I'm going to do the roadcraft stuff too, and I probably will. I'll definitely have you guys on because I've got some road plans, obviously. So I'll need a crew.
Pudding pie.
Plus, we can also do things like go through the maps and strip them of resources. Yeah, me too. And Schedule C. That one didn't do great on my channel, but I love that game. I've been having fun. I did start a second off-camera game that I've just been like kind of learning how to do it myself. And I think I did, thanks to you guys, I did figure out the taco avoidance run. That's right, my D Empire. Right, exactly. That's why I want to continue doing my summer car. I've realized I've done the final summer like 6 times now. I've got like 6 different playlists called the final summer, and then never gone more than like 2 or 3 episodes. So I need to really finish it this time, because as sad as I am to say this, that game is pretty much, until the new one comes out, that one's kind of done. I'd like to finish the one we're working on. Hermione. You have to keep your back. Oh, that's right. You gotta not look at them. Right, you keep going because you love it, right? 7 Days to Die. That's a zombie game, right? And you have basically 7 days to build up your defenses to see if you can survive. Is that... Louis, how is Louis? Arthur has been busy. In a good way. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's the Horde Night every 7 nights. Yeah, that... I don't know if I can handle it. Yes, wife.
I hate to tell you this.
Well, go do it.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know it's going to be long.
So I'm going to have to watch. I'm going to take a 2-second break here because the DOGs have to go OUT. So we're going to take a look at the tractor. And we're going to do this. Does it say be right back on my screen? It's supposed to.
You need to put
Yeah.
the cake.
Hey, hang on. Hey, Darce Becky. Good to see you. All right, I will be right back, folks. I'm going to take the doo-goos out.
I'm doing them.
Well, wife's going to take the doo-goos out, but we're going to pause. All right, so let's head back to the barn area. This is done. I need to clean it up and put it away. And so I didn't get as much hay as I was hoping I would get, but once again, I got all this silage too. I think we're going to end up running out of food next year. So I have to decide what I'm going to do with the cows. They've been profitable, but they take a lot of food. And if I have to buy the food, then it's not worth it. Yeah, my truck ain't doing so great either, Patchwork. I'm not... my truck's, it's this old beater. It's a beat-up old Ford. And it looks nice, but it's really worn. Got almost 200,000 miles on it, and it's got... the air conditioner definitely is a long way from being 100% functional. No, they're non-milk cows. I'll be selling them at the end of the year for beef. So, and if you're wondering why I made silage, it was an accident. I was gonna make all hay, and then I started baling them and forgot to. Yeah, no, I'm not making TMR. But it was accidental. I did not mean to. Yes, they can eat plain silage. Yeah. Well, I was just feeding them hay, which is fine. Same difference. But the problem is, I started baling the grass bales. I forgot to ted. I got about halfway done and then remembered, oh. So I was like, well, I'll make half of it silage and the other half hay. So they got hay and silage for next year. Thank you for the subscription, Avalon. Hey, I'm back. And better than ever. Back in black. Yeah, they should be fine. Can we put hay? Can we wrap hay? Does anyone know? Now that I've got you all here. No, not in this game. Yeah. Bummer.
Wait. Do you want to sit next to
Well, that pretty much does it for October. So for those of you watching on YouTube, your time has come to an end. For those of you watching on Twitch, I'm going to continue working, so don't jump ship here. But ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, getting close to one of the final episodes of this farm, I think. Maybe we have another year left, but I don't think so. I think we're coming close to the end, so we'll see. But I have to see how much money we made. But anyway, that's great news, Avalon. That's how I feel, too. Insolvency is over. So, ladies and gentlemen watching on YouTube, thanks for being here. Have a great night, and we will see you next time. If you want to help the channel out greatly, you can always throw me a coffee. The link is in the description and also down the left. And don't forget to join us for Twitch. Usually weeknights around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern Central, or Eastern Time, more like 7 or 8 o'clock Central Time. So, love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye!